So that's how the world is responding. What about India? How should India view China's aggressive moves? What would happen if China invades Taiwan? How will it impact the border standoff with India? We crunched some numbers and the findings are interesting. First, let's look at what China would need to conduct an invasion. There are various estimates of what China will need in terms of manpower and resources, but most experts agree that the PLA would need at least 300,000 to 400,000 soldiers. 300,000 to 400,000. With this strength, the Chinese military can put boots on the ground on both fronts. The PLA at the moment has over 2 million active personnel. The Chinese army alone has over 900,000 soldiers. Reports say China maintains 60,000 soldiers along the border with India. And in an actual war, it needs much more than numbers to win a war. Having said that, if these numbers hold, just theoretically, China can still manage two conflicts simultaneously. What does this mean for New Delhi? It means that there's no easing of the border standoff, at least immediately. In fact, the Taiwan drill should serve as a reminder that China won't hesitate to start a war and that it only understands the language of strength. So just like Taiwan, India needs to be prepared for a Chinese escalation, and India is doing exactly that. It is reaching out to allies. In the next few months, Indian forces will participate in several key exercises. Reports say Indian and American troops will conduct a joint exercise. This will happen in the month of October. For 2 weeks, troops from both sides will train in high altitudes. The exercise is called Yuddh Abhyas, or war drills. India is hosting the drills in the state of Uttarakhand, the hill state of Uttarakhand. The soldiers will train at an altitude of 10,000 feet. And this has been a while in the making. In the month of June, remember, General Charles Flynn visited New Delhi. He is the commanding general of the US Army in the Pacific. And he expressed concerns about the Chinese build-up near the Indian border. He called it, quote-unquote, eye-opening and alarming. General Flynn pushed for deeper defense ties between India and the US. In fact, I have his statement with me. This is what he said. I think some of the infrastructure that is being created in the Western Theatre Command is alarming. He's talking about China. And so much, like across all of their military arsenal, one has to ask the question, why? I think it is worthy of us working together as a counterweight to some of those corrosive and corrupted behaviors that the Chinese demonstrate. At the end of the day, this sharing of soldier, tactical and operational practices increases everybody's readiness to respond to whatever crisis may occur. So that's the thought behind the drills. The timing is interesting, though. October, remember, is also the month when the Communist Party Congress will be held. It happens every 5 years, and this edition is very important. It will be an important event because this time Xi Jinping will seek a record third term as the president of China. He hopes to create history at this party conference in October. A third term will make him invincible in the Communist Party. Xi will become China's president for life. As of today, only one leader holds that distinction, and that's Mao Zedong, the founder of modern-day China. So Xi Jinping's stature will be elevated in October. At a time like this, military drills by regional powers could overshadow his big party. And this is not the only exercise that has been planned. There are multiple exercises planned. Apart from the India-US drill, there's something called the Super Garuda Shield. The US is hosting this drill along with Indonesia. This will be in Indonesia, Sumatra Island, and this is an annual affair. But this year, the scope of this exercise has been expanded dramatically. Several countries have joined as observers. The list includes Canada, France, India, Malaysia, New Zealand, South Korea, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, Australia, Japan, Singapore, and the United Kingdom. So a total of 14 countries are involved. More than 5,000 soldiers are participating. What is the objective? Again, to enhance what they call interoperability, to promote cooperation in a free and open Indo-Pacific. These are the objectives. China's military actions against Taiwan have raised the stakes. They raise a new security challenge in the region. And there's only one way to counter China at this point: regional cooperation. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.